As a young entrepreneur, I think what I'm most proud of is taking a concept and vision to MVP production and user growth from there. I think stumbling and failing along the way was an incredible learning experience for us to ultimately enhance the way that we operate our business, grow as a team, and ultimately strive towards our one mission and goal for this specific company. And it's been a really awesome experience since.
We're super proud that we are launching the first and only, the one and only food token in the industry. So we're launching, in other words, we're launching the next Bitcoin for food, which is, it's fantastic.
Well, what am I proud of? Since we're in a very early stage in our startup journey, we're yet to hit any major milestones like market share or revenue milestones, etc. However, we'll have our little wins and little milestones along the way, and we celebrate that.
There are many things, right? I mean, none of us are, kind of an island, right? We work with teams across the world, here in the States, Europe, Asia, and so much more. So to be able to synergize, and we really, it got to bring it down to the human element.
The thought of having an idea, a raw idea, very raw, and trying to put resources together to make it into a company, for me, it's the biggest thing I'm proud of. Maybe 6 months ago, 1 year ago, it was an idea, but today this is a live company that is making revenue and solving problems in the market, mostly solving a social or environmental problem. For me, this is something that every human should be proud of.
The best feeling was when we rolled out the app in the App Store and people start downloading it, and actually when the first actual order came through, that was magical.
This answer is very fast. Everything that I learned from today, this is what I'm proud. And I can tell that there is good things and bad things, nothing more.
We have had many conversations with underappreciated entrepreneurs and investors. We introduced help many times at startup events, and they reach us via message or even by calling. Leading those people is truly what makes us the happiest as a team, because the whole team has personally experienced the same situations.
I think what I am most proud of is that of the team that we have built, and the team which believes that we can do something.
The goal for me for the next 6 months is ultimately to continue to enhance our product and grow based off our specific feedback that we're receiving from our users. Like I'm suggesting to all of you watching this video, it's really important to get your MVP out to the market so that you can learn, iterate, and grow from there. And ultimately for us over the next 6 months, we really want to continue to build with simplicity, distill our product down to as simplistic as possible so that people can pick it up and use it in a very seamless way, and then ultimately grow from there from a user growth perspective.
That is to close the investment round, so to get another 2.5 million in and launch the token, really to launch the token into the open space so everybody can participate despite of the size of investment and the location in the globe.
There are so many milestones we celebrate along the way, especially for early stage startups. That's important to celebrate each milestone along the way, even if it's a small one. But what we are planning to do is strive hard to achieve some of the following. Actually, we'll scale up our tech team and then enhance our tech capabilities, in addition to support our other support functions like marketing and ops.
Realistically, to take the conservative answer is steady product growth, product integration. We have a new product coming out next month, Ledger City. It's a game based on the XRP blockchain. It kind of goes to emphasize the Internet of Value and kind of the potential that these disruptive, decentralized technologies have. So the success of that, which I'm confident of, our team has done a great job delivering all aspects of the operation and to infinity and beyond.
We currently have 83, 84 customers. In the next 6 months, we're looking at growing it into 200 or thereabout. So enough marketing is needed on our parts, and we're also getting feedback from the few customers we have. So we're refining the product to make sure that it actually achieves product market fit.
We are rolling out our new version of the app that's written in Flutter, which basically means there's like a one version of the app for both iPhones and Android phones, which is going to make it a little bit easier to manage. So with this, our goal is to, go out there and expand our customer base. So within 6 months, I hope to have 10 to 20 coffee shops on our platform.
Finish the development, the market validation, traction, looking for investment, improve my team, the app, and then growth to other countries. This is the objective of the next 6 to 12 months.
We reach out to many investors that is potential customers for their feedback on LinkedIn, and we also talk about their investment process. We are open to investors who will be one of the team that will provide financial support after moral support in the first place, and will mention their line in accordance with our vision.
And as I said, the customer team and the traction. So we are already talking to some of the very large customers. We have a big pipeline, and then we want these customers to use our product and then suggest us also, love our product, and then see how it's solving the problem of the customers. We gain the product market fit,